So I have a potential client right now that I've been working on landing. I just saw my cat catch a grasshopper midair. Anyways. So I'm hanging out on my patio and I wanted to share with you guys something that I do as I'm building my business to continually change my mindset. And I think that's important because your mindset is what really creates like the limitations and the possibilities that you have in your business. So every Friday, the Wall Street Journal has a special section in it called the Mansion section. Now I think it's super fun because I know a couple of like real estate people, and so being able to have the opportunity to read this, know what's going on in the real estate market is super fun and interesting, but it really gives me a chance to just like flip through and see just what people are doing, how they're living their life, what kind of jobs do they have, these people that can afford these multi-million-dollar homes, like just like curiosity, right? And so like one of them that was like really impactful for me was a couple years ago, and it was a section on communities of homes built around airports. And so there is these people that really love flying planes, and they have their own planes, their own airplane hangars, and they have like their own like airport where they can like literally take off. So these people like hop in their plane, they fly to another state or faraway city, have dinner, fly back, right? Kind of crazy, kind of fun. And so it's just like helps, expand your mind to say like, wow, like some people live like that. And obviously we've got like, VH1 that I grew up with that talked all about like biggest mansions or longest boats or whatever else. But it's just important for me to continually like reimagine where my life could be, because we're all born with and taught and mostly self-inflicted, if you will, limitations in our lives, and I don't want that to hold me back from the success my business could have, because my business success is going to affect my employees, is going to affect my customers, and I don't want my mindset to limit that. And so I just want to share that with you guys really quick. It was like that's like one way that I update my mindset. So let's be honest, we all have different mindset problems. I know one of mine that haunts me is always viewing things through the lens of what I personally can afford. Well, let's be honest, any of us making a product or service that we can afford is probably not going to make a lot of money unless you're born into a certain class. So the question is, what is holding you back? Like, I know this is a vlog about me building businesses that can eventually buy me a yacht and take care of my family, but what kind of mindsets are holding you back? What kind of restrictions are they putting in your life that are affecting the way that you sell your services and grow your business? I think this is important for us to realize because it is the one thing that will hold us back from our actual skill set potential. Hey Tyler, it's Steven again, just reaching out. Just wanted to be persistent and committed to my end of things, just making sure that we're communicating and talking and figuring out what's going on with moving forward. And just wanted to hear from you about whether or not you wanted to continue and kind of what that time frame looks like. I know you're getting stuff ready for Control 4 and all that, but also we got to spend some time testing and stuff too. So anyways, hope you're doing well, and let's talk soon. So I have a potential client right now that I've been working on landing. I just saw my cat catch a grasshopper midair. Anyways, I have a client that I've been trying to land. Everything seemed gung-ho, and then he's ghosting me, and it's a really important lesson in persistence, right? There'll be some people while you're building your business that will be excited and part of the journey, and other people who change their mind for whatever reason. And so part of it is, I'm just trying to be persistent and making sure that I uphold my end of the deal, make sure that I am doing the follow-up that's necessary. And what I'm really aiming for is for them to say, stop talking to me, or thank you so much for staying on top of me. And that's the goal. So that's the reality we're living in. And so here I am just doing my follow-up. Well, hey everyone, as I mentioned in my last vlog, a lot of business builders and the big name entrepreneurs are just so out of touch with the reality that most of us are living in, right? So it's like 7:30 a.m. I'm here feeding my baby in the morning, and you know what? Guess what? I can't work a 16, 17-hour day today like Gary Vaynerchuk can. I have a family that I want to spend time with, and I still want to build my business and achieve my dreams. I still want to be able to retire early and have a yacht and be able to have a log cabin. I don't know what your goals are, but those are mine. And so I got to live in the reality of those dreams and building a business, right? And like I said, I've come to live with the reality that maybe I can't put in enough hours to achieve the success I'm hoping for, but I'm still aiming for the stars. And then if I get to the moon, then that'll be pretty good too, right? But I am aiming for the stars. And so my wife and I trade off watching the kid midnight, about 3 a.m., and I just couldn't fall asleep. So I woke up, edited a couple videos, got a couple things, out of my mind onto a piece of paper as far as the kind of content that we'll be making and the kind of services that we're going to be providing before the baby even got up. And it just kind of worked out that way. And that's what it comes down to when it comes to building a business, is just finding those opportunities to get stuff done amongst the craziness of having a life and having a family. So one of the cool AI tools that we just started using probably 4 months ago was a tool called SocialBee. So SocialBee is a social media scheduling platform, and it operates a little bit differently than a traditional just like schedule per post. It actually will schedule based on categories. So you essentially have like buckets of content. And so we have, our Death to Vanilla podcast, we've got our promotion videos, we've got things that I say, things that our guests say, like other graphics and quotes that we make. And each of those have their own buckets that they live in. And so rather than scheduling one post for specific times, blah, 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 we are actually able to just dump a bunch of a certain kind of content in that bucket, and it just continues to cycle and reuse that content over and over again. Because reality is like 20% maybe of your current social media following are gonna see your post. And so if you post something 5 times, the chances of literally even half of the people following you actually seeing it are slim to none. And heck, there's been times I've seen things twice I didn't even realize it. And so, if you post something once and then post it a month later, no one's gonna remember. So that's what we've been using currently. It's been super helpful. And so it helps part of that automation process, right? So we have a team of like 3.5 or 2.5. And so at that point, we can only do so much at a time. And so having things that just kind of chug along in the background that are automated, that continue to post for us over and over again is super important so that we can work on doing other things and growing the business.